every season. Blaine has the best tips on how to care best for our hair, and winter is no exception. And Blaine, he's back to talk about the do's and don'ts of winter. Hi, Blaine.
Back again?
I know. Okay, freeze warning. We're really cold here in North Texas right now. How is that affecting our hair, and what can we do to prevent breakage?
Well, we're about a week late on this warning, but if you walk out of your hair when your hair has more, even any dampness in it, and it's below freezing, your hair will snap. It will break. Hair tends to freeze very quickly.
And get crunchy too.
Well, it's not crunchy because it's
frozen.
snapping when you, it's actually frozen from the inside out.
Okay, so don't get lazy and go out of the house
That's
with
right.
wet
Make
hair.
sure
Or
it's
maybe leave the
100%
gym
dry.
or wherever you're coming from with that wet hair because it'll break and it'll snap. Okay, how about indoor heating? Our heat is cranked up. Some of us maybe don't even have humidifiers in our house. The air is dry. How does that affect our locks?
It does. The difference between winter and summer, winter you're using indoor heating, which is a very dry, like you said, humid or non-humid air.
Yes.
Summer, you get a little bit of moisture in your hair. The problem with hair in the winter is it doesn't get enough condition.
Okay.
The frizz is caused by the lack of the moisture in the hair.
Okay.
So you want to use a good spray shine and also a good natural bristle boar brush.
Okay, so this spray shine right here, is this something that we use on our hair when it's dry?
Yes, we spray it on after it's dry, and then work it with a natural bristle brush, boar, meaning
Natural bristle brush, that's hard to say, Blaine.
pig.
Let's see.
How's that?
This way, yeah, right,
Big
exactly.
brush.
Boar. Okay, this something like this is really good for the hair to kind of prevent all of the
Right,
the
that pulls the
frizzies.
natural oil and kind of lays down that frizz.
Okay, well, you know our biggest complaint. What was every woman saying to you that walked into the makeup room today?
How do you get rid of frizz?
How do you get rid of static?
static,
It's
the static.
unbelievable right now, all of our flyaways and stuff. And you say not to wear wool hats.
Wool hats, well, the wool hats tend to make it more frizzy and staticky because it adds more electricity to the hair. The wool
But baby,
absorbs
it's cold outside. What can we do? We still need to wear a hat.
Wrap your head, either line your wool hat with a satin scarf,
Oh,
or put a
okay.
satin scarf on, and then because the satin will really protect the hair and keep it from breaking.
Oh, is that why satin pillowcases are really good?
Exactly.
Because you know when we get those blowouts, we want them to last as long as possible, especially if we have our hair set in any way. So a satin pillowcase would do the same thing in preventing your hair from needing to be washed that next morning.
Exactly. That or
It'll look-
sleep sitting up.
Okay. I like the satin pillowcase better.
Okay, that works.
But thanks for giving us two options, Blaine. We appreciate that. Okay, when it comes to frizz, we also want to think about washing our hair in the evenings, which I do that a lot too.
Sure.
That's also going to prevent us from not having our hair thoroughly dried, the whole freezing
Damp the next
thing.
morning. Exactly.
Okay,
Gives
so-
the hair a longer time to dry.
Okay, and I find that sometimes our hair just does better when it's a little bit, not so freshly washed.
Exactly. It exactly does.
Too much moisture. You talked a little bit about conditioning. What did you bring out here for conditioning our winter hair?
This is just a daily conditioning rinse. You're just going
Okay.
to want to apply it thoroughly and just let it kind of saturate the hair and then rinse it out thoroughly.
Okay.
And all that's going to do is going to just put that moisture back in the hair that you're losing from the dry heat.
How important is deep conditioning? Because I rush through the conditioning process in the shower. Sometimes that's like
It's
just get it in,
crucial.
get it out.
The big thing with deep conditioners, people want to deep condition every day thinking, oh, if a little's good, a lot's better.
Yeah.
It's exactly the opposite. You only want to deep condition every 7 shampoos.
Okay.
So if you don't shampoo every day, deep condition every 7 shampoos.
So this might be a good time to try out some new products. I know these are Blaine's Color products, so maybe they want to try out these ones. But if something is not working in your hair routine, change it up.
That's right. Just give it a new feel, a new look.
All right. Thanks so much. We're gonna let you get back to work because I know you've got that makeover victim still waiting for you to take those brushes out of her hair.
A little bit left to do.
We're gonna get her reveal a little bit later in the show, but remember to visit blainscolor.com for more tips and info on how to get a great look from Blaine. And after the break, we're gonna talk about how much money you can save. Stay with us.